As the public now demanding a public hanging for Misty Crossland, do we finally know the true COD cause of death? Out to Art Harris, investigative journalist, artharris.com. We're taking your calls. Art, what do we know tonight?
Nancy, for the first time, Tommy Crossland has revealed the cause of death. Says that the night he was at the trailer, his cousin Joe strangled Haley. That's what his lawyer says Tommy Crossland, his client, told police in April. Now, it's just coming out officially by his lawyer, but that raises a whole new chapter.
Hold on, put Harris up. What is it? Raises a whole new what?
It opens a whole new chapter, Nancy, in this very sad tale.
To me, a big red flag that he's waited this long to tell it if it's the truth. That's what I don't get about this whole bunch. They're all, in my mind, lying. And another thing, what can you tell me about the allegation that Misty Crossland slept every night with a gun under her pillow? Okay, you know what? I will analyze that with a shrink later. But
I can tell you, Nancy,
assuming it's true, why didn't she shoot the hell out of the guy that was hurting the baby? Well,
Nancy, I'm going to report on artharris.com. Misty slept with this pistol under her pillow, but that night she didn't have it. She told her grandmother, Flora Hollers, and her lawyer that had she had it, she would have shot Tommy. And that would have been quite...
Really? Why
well,
that
if you believe
night,
that.
Art? Why that night of all nights? What was different about that night?
That night... Apparently, Ronald had gotten his guns out of the trailer. Once his pistol had been stolen by Cousin Joe, that was the story the family told me, and then Joe got it, Ronald got it back.
I'm worried about you, Art, because I really think, after all the stories you've covered, the big reporter with the Washington Post, blah, blah, I think you're starting to believe these people. I really think you're buying into their BS.
Nancy, you know, since you don't have the criminal lawyers or defense lawyers here, I've got to tell you what they said on the record. Now, that's for your viewers. This is what they are saying. The key suspects are saying, Nancy, and it's going to be a very important turn of events. Jim Werder says he didn't let Tommy speak any further to investigators because he didn't get a proffer of immunity. He thinks that Tommy might have revealed more.
Still with no proffer of immunity, he just blurts it out? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, especially for the lawyer. I could see an inmate behind bars blurting something out, not thinking, but the lawyer to blurt it out when he says he didn't say it before because he didn't have immunity for his client, but now he blabs it to a reporter? Yeah. No, something smells. And another thing, Art Harris, let's nail it down. If this is the COD, cause of death, when did the strangling happen?
It would have happened, according to Tommy, right at the trailer after he busts in. Misty reports that Joe manhandles her, sexually gropes her, then looks for can't find the machine gun he's there to try to steal, grabs Haley. She hears her screaming, and then there's silence, Nancy.
So you're saying then before she leaves the home.
Before she leaves the home.
Tommy Crossland says after he strangles the baby, he just rides shotgun, he just hops in the van and goes along.
And he holds the door.
Who wants to be in the car with a dead body?
He holds the door, Nancy. And
okay, right there. You know what? I almost can't take it anymore because it's such a BS. If I didn't want to find out what happened to Haley, I wouldn't even hear it. But everything they say, Art, leads us to another clue. So you're right. We do have to report it. We do have to find out about it because in the end, we're going to piece this thing together.